Stirring the coffee with chopsticks using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, coffee. A nice cup of coffee for the last Daybreak Show of the season. I'm loving it. We're going to talk a little bit and reflect about the Daybreak Show. You have watched 118 Daybreak shows in its first season. We covered everything, didn't we? I got a lot of lovers, I got a lot of haters in the Daybreak Show ever since this started. The Daybreak Show has its roots in a show that I used to start at 5 a.m. called ASMR at 5. You can go back and look at that. There's many of those shows. And that's when I would get up and basically just talk while it was still dark in a way that was very similar to the Daybreak Show. But it wasn't the Daybreak Show. So we've had 118 episodes. Lost a lot of people, gained a lot of people, made some friends, made some enemies, created an addiction for a lot of people, including myself. Taught you how to roast coffee. You learned the beauty of just one single good cup of coffee. You've learned the principles of sanity, clarity, and reason. You've learned that it's okay to be a man. You've learned that it's okay to be a woman who wants a real traditional man. You've learned the value of marriage and commitment and relationships and not how to be just a playboy. You've learned how to grow up. Many of you came of age during the Daybreak Show, Season 1. Many of you left some of your old ways during Season 1 of the Daybreak Show. My female audience grew, probably doubled, because of the Daybreak Show. Some crazies reached out to me, some radicals, but most of the females that I have been in touch with have been marvelous. You know some of their names as well. And I'm happy that you guys are in my life. It's wonderful. Something I never thought was going to happen before. So a toast to you. And to the guys who have had some chaos, and even the words sanity, clarity, and reason helped create that in your life, or at least started that ball rolling. This is for you as well. And as I think of more things, I'll mention them during the show today. So let's get started. Get up in the morning, look in the mirror. I was worn as her toothbrush, hanging in the stand. My face ain't looking any younger. Now I can see love's taken her toll on me. Hall & Oates, 1977. A lot of men have a dick, but no balls. I'll leave that right there. Toyota Tacoma. I'm looking at Toyota Tacomas. You know how you get like you get bit by a bug? I'm getting bit repeatedly by the Toyota Tacoma bug. I don't know why. I just am. I'm fascinated about the mechanics and the longevity of this vehicle. I saw one with 387,000 and one with 588,000 miles on it. I just get excited about miles per gallon and longevity, how many miles a vehicle can go. I just don't know why. I was so used to cars conking out at, or you start thinking about getting rid of a car at between 70 and 100,000. And for 2 decades, we thought that in America. Well, it's getting close to 100,000. You better start thinking about getting a new vehicle. And then there's these Toyota Tacomas, first and second generations, that are getting hundreds of thousands of miles on the same engine and transmission, and the only thing that's being replaced is alternator, water pumps, radiator, brakes, tires, things like that. The one thing that they all have in common is, or most anyways, I would say, is the oil gets changed quite regularly. Quite regularly. I'm quite amazed at this, the longevity of vehicles. There was a 500,000-mile Tundra that a dealership bought from a guy, and they keep it in their showroom as a sales piece to help sell future Tundras. If you saw your dad on every other weekend and one night during the week, then your mother is a fill in the blank. It's not a good word. Your fucking father spent thousands and thousands fighting to see you. There's a story that you'll never see because your father suffered silently. Why? Because kids are the prize and the weapon. When a woman doesn't like a man, she can withhold the most precious thing from him and punch him in the stomach by withholding the children. And then she gives him a cookie by letting him have the kids. Men go to court, they're automatically guilty just by virtue of being men. But your fucking mother never told you that. And there's many women out there that hold that power over men. Men, stand up, rise up. Young men and young girls, love your dad, love your mom, but realize your mother may have been a manipulative you know what. I did an interview with Hardy Haberland. I'll put a link for it down below. A up-and-coming young man who's a journalist who has podcasts and videos. And he's in Germany. And I think you'll like his work. He's interviewed some names that you know well. And I did an interview with him 2 days ago. It was about an hour long. It was more of a conversation rather than an interview, and it was good. I'll put a link for it. I think you'll like it. Testosterone may win a round or two, but ultimately, wisdom wins the fight. This was the year, 2019, that I unloaded fakes and whiners from my life. And I'll tell you, it's the best thing that I've done this year so far. Fly the ocean in a silver plane, watch the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember till you're home again, you belong to me. The Duprees, 1962. And bringing back something I said yesterday, I still like to see crumpled up papers around a trash can. Writing things down, you don't like it, tear it off, throw it into the trash. You know what that means? That means you're still trying, and I like that. Is 2019 the year that you get unstuck, or the year that you just get entertained? Or the year that you just gawk at a guy sitting at his kitchen table in the cozy nook, drinking coffee that he just stirred with chopsticks? This can be the year that you have a new life. You might hear something that sparks something that will make you, that if you enact it, if you incorporate it in your life, can make you unrecognizable this time next year. Some of you found the carnivore diet because of me. Changed your bodies, unrecognizable. Some of you found fountain pens because of me. And your writing was unrecognizable, and actually now it's recognizable. Some of you found pipe smoking and learned that it's a good friend. Some of you found coffee for the first time and may have even roasted your own. things that are now in your life that weren't in your life a year ago. I want to see that continue. We're going to pick up the Daybreak show in the fall, season number 2. Lots of interesting things to talk about. Profitable, actionable advice. Great interviews. What will be happening over the summer? Lots of interviews, small documentaries, and I float different things. You know, I've tried different videos with different themes over the years that I've been doing this. Some take off, some fall flat on their face. But just like the crumpled up paper around the trash can, that's proof that I'm trying. Even at my ripe young age, I keep trying, and I'm not slowing down. And I'm getting better with age, and so are you. Many of you found monk mode because of me. Many of you fasted for the first time because of me. Many of you found different authors and enjoy them regularly now because of me. Many of you are writing on a regular basis because of me, because of the Daybreak show. Many of you have visited the sponsors of this show. Sponsors like the Tactical Soap, which is magnificent. It's a handmade, high-fat soap that doesn't dry your skin out, made for men. Ladies, buy it for your man. The link is down below. They are a supporter of men's content that makes men stronger. You have purchased Monk Mode and Bold and Determined by Victor Pride. You're on a journey of making yourself better. And I like that. And you are the army of average. You are the people that have been invisible in the world, who are now becoming visible. You are rising up like Logos, like truth, like divine order. I've been called a homophobe, a Islamophobe, a Christophobe. I've been accused of being in the New World Order and being a member of the Illuminati. The symbols that you've seen hidden in plain sight have been positive symbols, not cryptic. And I hope you incorporate those things into your life. Nothing has ever been the same from day to day on the Daybreak show. And many of you have had eyes to see it and ears to hear it. And I'm happy that you have. In July, if you are in Europe, come see me at the 21 convention in Warsaw, Poland. Links will be down below. In October of this year, I will be in Orlando, Florida, again speaking at the 21 convention. I hope to see you there. The links will be down below. So until the next Daybreak show, and even maybe the next random show, I don't know what that's going to be yet. I have some ideas. Finish your coffee.